Hallelujah. Total right, Yeshua. Great salvation. All praises, all honor, giving all the glory to Most High Yah. Thank Him so much for the light. Peace and blessings, my people. Peace and blessings. What it do, family? Back in here with another live. And taking a look outside the window. It's not really sunny outside today. Couple of gray skies. Say it's raining right now, man. Hey, but there's a season for everything. Man, what's the weather like over there? How y'all feeling? As y'all can see, man, the title of this video, the content of your character. Yeah, let's talk about it. Who is that? Martin Luther King, right? What do you say? Don't judge people by the color of their skin, but the content of their character. Well, consider this. What is the content? What is the substance? What is the importance? What is the value? What do you bring as a person to society to have a recollection of what your content of your character is? And you know one thing? We're definitely able to see a lot of content of different characters out here in this world via social media. You know, and technology is a tool that, in the right hands, it can be a powerful, useful, important piece of how we operate with one another in this world. But then again, when you put technology in the hands of someone who truly doesn't have a purpose, any substance, any genuine content of their character, what do you think will be displayed? And so I just wanted to come through, have this conversation, have this conscious dialogue about what it truly means to have some content of your character. And this brings me to be able to express to you all why I have my YouTube platform, my channel, and I create the certain content I do. And this is just me showcasing my character, you know, with music, with the designs, with the artwork, with the dialogues. It gives people who are viewing some type of insight to the content of my character, to the substance of my being. And let's just be real. If it had some type of documentation on what they do in life, it'd be very easy to pinpoint their character, the substance, the value of art. And let's just be real, man. People only show the good sides, especially out here on social media. So it's hard for you to really gauge the content of someone's character when all they're doing is showing you them vacationing, all they're doing is showing you how much food they eat, all they're doing is showing you pretty much all the nice clothes that they got, all the jewelry that they got, all the shoes that they got. And to say if someone is showing you all of that, if someone is pretty much forth the materialistic aspects of who they are, and that's all the content, their character that they have to display. Keep in mind, family, how someone truly like that thinks, behaves. Do you think that to be impactful? Do you think that that person has some type of substance in their character when they're showing that content of their character is nothing revolved around but just materialistic aspects. Carter, what's the word? What it do, man? I hope audio is coming through clear. I hope the video. My bad, y'all. My bad, y'all. We're back here. Let's see. We still streaming good. I can get some thumbs up, thumbs down, some prayer hands. Let me know before I tap back in. Hopefully, hey, hope everything going through clear. Let's try to get back on that schedule of the conversation. We're talking about the content of someone's character and how do you be able to pinpoint someone's character? How can you be able to identify? How can you be able to discern what someone's character is, the content of their character? And when we're talking about really evaluating a person, know that it's not about what you see more than any times. It's about what you don't see. And when I say it's about what's inside that person that really displays the content of that character. What's on the outside does not display the content of someone's character. The skin color on someone does not display the content of someone's character. The the glasses that someone wears, the fashion that someone wears, the money that someone has does not display the content of their character. It's what's inside. A respect from Ireland. A hoping everyone has a blessed day. Amir Carter said, I hear you. Facts. Bet. Appreciate the tap in, man. I'm over here fun live. Y'all know how I go. When I just pop in, you feel me, in the scenes, just know, man, I'd love to hear the feedback because obviously I don't know how the stream is going until, we end it. But I'm glad to see that people can hear it and getting some respect from Ireland over here. So I really wanted to talk about this because we're getting into a space in a day and age right now where there's an abundance of content creators. There's an abundance of many different characters out here. And even looking at the so-called president campaign, the presidential debates, I'm looking at these certain characters, these individuals, and I'm questioning, what's the content behind this? What's the makeup? What's the foundation? What's the substance? And if all you do is talk about the things that you can see or materialistic aspects, and you're always the person that's displaying something to grab someone's attention because you know what is intriguing to the human mind and to the human eye, I gotta then start questioning the substance, the content of character. Because if all you're doing is displaying something outwardly, but inwardly there's nothing inside, discernment has to come in and say, truly, what's the purpose behind this person? As I'm looking at the presidential campaigns and the debates that's being taken place, what they have, the Democratic Party or concert, whatever you want to call it. Keep on getting some calls. Man, I gotta pick up where I was just off at. Content and character, presidential campaign, looking at these individuals and really questioning the substance behind someone speaking. How many individuals, when they speak, there's actually a transaction of information that is useful? How many people, when they speak, there's actually some type of matter, there's a solution, there's something that's tangible that goes along with the conversation taking place? How many people really, when they speak, is not just from vanity, it's not just from a place of puff and gas? There's actually something there. There's actually something being built between the conversations taking place. And so this is what I really want to hit on when we're talking about the content of someone's character. Know that if someone has lackluster content of character, when they speak, will there be substance behind it? Will there be something of value? Will there be something of importance? Or will this person just obviously be blowing hot air? Where many days in this time, I found myself engaging in conversations. And many times it gets to the point where I have to question, is this a conversation that is something edifying? Is this a conversation that will enlighten me? Is this a conversation that will bring forth insight? Is this a conversation that will bring me peace? Is this a conversation that will bring me comfort? What is the outcome of this conversation? What is the context? What is the content of the character that I'm communicating with, trying to relay the message to me? What is the message? What is the substance? What is the matter? And we really have to be careful with this, family. And I'm speaking in regards to myself as well. When I'm talking to individuals and not really taking heed content of their character, but truly, hey, entertaining them to the point where, is it really useful? You got to meet people with where they're at. And not everyone has substance. Not everyone has a context of their character where they're speaking from, and the words they say actually hold some validity. The words that they speak actually hold some weight. And this conversation, I feel like it comes from a space of me really, how can I say, I really just do not like small talk. Like, small talk with me is nails on a chalkboard. If someone comes up to me and obviously, yeah, there's things that you can see around. It's easily communicated, like the weather. You know, like I get on here from science, and I like to state, hey, let's look outside. What's the weather? You know, small talk. Being able to engage with people on a lower level of consciousness, not being able to really dive deep into these intellectual thoughts, but you know, just being able to display some type of coherence with the world around us. And yeah, it's not bad to partake in small talk, but if all you do is engage in small talk, and that's pretty much the only content, the matter of your conversations throughout your whole day, throughout your life, you gotta question the content of your character, the context of whatever it is that you're trying to do out here, and say, is it really purposeful? And more, too many times, I'm starting to see a lot of individuals, man, they just be talking. Like literally, mouth moving. Yeah, words come out, but is it substance? Is there any validity? Is there any type of correlation with what's going on right now in this damn world? Like, if you're engulfed in the idea of always wanting to have small talk, but there's real issues going on, there's real situations going on, there's things to be figured out in this world. We need solutions on how we can come together and bring some type of, how can I say, value back, and actually being an individual who has the model content of character. Carter, what you're talking about, says small talk isn't that bad, to be honest. But with my personality, it always turns deeper without me trying. LOL. Hey, same here, man. And hey, just like when I first start these streams, you know, I hit y'all with the small talk. I hit y'all with the weather. You know, I ask y'all how you're feeling. You know, I ask certain people, you know, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite food? Yeah, that's cool in here. And then guess what? The conversation picks up. Now we over here talking about the content of someone's character. Now we over here talking about pretty much when you speak, is there substance behind it? Is there an importance behind the words that comes out of your mouth? Or are you just talking just to hear yourself talk? And when you're around an individual who just talks just to hear themselves talk, just know that the next thing that comes out of their mouth, will it always be something that you can use? Will it be to the point where these individuals are communicating to you, and will it be helpful? Will it be insightful? Will it be encouraging? Will it be motivating? Or will it just be wasting your time? Will you just be getting entertained? And there's a time for entertainment. There's a time for, you know, you to sit back and relax and engage in small talk. There's a time for people to pretty much just be. You know, you don't have to always go on an intellectual rant, but I really want to tap in with the individuals who have that conscious mentality, because it gets far and few between when I'm starting to really out in this world and see not everyone truly has any substance, any type of reverence, any type of value or integrity with the words that come out of their mouth. Just watch the news, man. And I'm not saying I want news every day, but tune into the news from time to time and really pay attention to how these people speak. Not just the message behind they speak, but the tone in which they speak. The spirit that they give off when they speak. Subject matter that they speak on. Really take heed to all of these things, knowing that it's something truly to have knowledge on in this world now is discerning someone's character. Being able to know who someone is. Question, family. Does a zebra ever change its spots? Does a tiger ever change its spots? Amir Carter said, I feel like a lot of my generation, Gen Z, don't truly understand how to have a conversation or see in it. Facts. And we're going to get deeper here. Hey, build with me, brother. So often I'm talking to older people, we tend to have better conversations. Real talk. That substance, that matter of even having that connection with an individual where it's like there's a deeper aspect to it, where there's a value behind communicating when you have people that you can communicate with, versus when you're just engaging in small talk, when you have individuals in, what Amir say, the Gen Zs out here, and I ain't gonna say that all the Gen Zs are like that. And also all the elders, you know, they ain't always having deep spiritual conversations either. So it gets to that point where we really have to discern the content of one's character by honestly having a conversation. And when it really gets down to it, does this conversation that you're having with these individuals, does it have substance? Does it have something of that? Does it have something of importance? Or are people just blurting out things? Oh, there's a dog. I like dogs, you know? Dogs are cool. I like to pet dogs, and you know, dogs go bark. So if a dog goes bark, you know, That's kind of like words for humans, because words, we use words to communicate, but dogs don't have words. Dogs have barks. So barks words for dogs. My bad, y'all. And C, did you guys really need that? What important was me communicating that subject matter about dogs? To say, was that me flowing with the conversation, or was that me really just going unhinged? Take in consideration, I did that with a purpose to really get guys in the scope of saying, who am I communicating with? Why am I communicating with this person? And is it information that's being shared with me? Is this something helpful for myself? Am I going right now? And honestly, to test the content of someone's character is a skill that who has truly mastered. Because at the end of the day, man, I'm over here watching this presidential campaign. I'm over watching the Democratic, you might as well call it the Democratic concert party. And with the things that they were showcasing, it really has me questioning the characters that's trying to get into office right now. Because, like, if all these people do is communicate about things or subject matters that's really, truly surface level, you know, they over here talking about dogs barking. They ain't getting into the deep underlying matter of the situations that we obviously see the elephant in the room. We see that in this day and time now that things are drastically changing. Connections with people are decreasing. The overall unity with individuals is far to none. When you really look out in the world, you see everybody connecting and communicating with technology more than they are with their own brothers and sisters. Let's just be real. And yeah, I'm using technology right now as a medium, as a mode to be able to communicate to my brothers and sisters. So yeah, I may be partaking in that, but at the end of the day, to be able to connect with those brothers and sisters who may be able to hear this message right now is a powerful one indeed. And to be able to use this tool of technology to be able to display content of substance, of importance, of value. I hope you all can see the content of my character. I hope that you all can discern that, hey, over here on this side of YouTube, you know, I create, inspire, to encourage, and to motivate the next to be great. And to be having these conversations that is enlightening and bringing forth just some type of a different connection. Because I, family, when I hear on the news these people talking, when I hear just outside the small talk, I'm wondering, really has me pondering, do people take consideration what's happening right in front of our eyes? The drastic changes that is really unfolding right before our eyes. Are people talking about the issues, or are we just out here entertaining one another? And in your content, if you are a character who is just all about entertainment, keep it real. From the ones that's still in tune. And this is what we have to do. We gotta call it as we see it. Does a tiger ever change his spots? Does a zebra ever change his spots? To say that someone whose character is only surrounded by entertainment or small talk, what would you identify them as? Build with me in the chat, man. If someone's character is all about entertainment, if someone's character is just nothing but small talk that has no importance or value, what would you identify that person as? What would be your discernment? What would be your elaboration of who they are? Amir said a lot of conversations tend to be more self-centered, ultimately narcissistic. It's all about them. They don't care about asking anything about you in your life. Hey, my brother Los in the building. What it do? What it do? Man, hey, I shining. You see, got the window open. The sky's trying to clear up. You know, it's still cloudy. It just rained a little bit, man. But hey, that's just outside, man. But on the inside, you know, hey, shining like 1,000 rays, 1,000 rays of sunshine, man. That's why I keep smiling over here, man. How y'all feeling? And that's real. Conversations are definitely, you know, when it comes to it, there's no connection. There's no feeling behind it. And when you really question the content of someone's character when they're communicating to you, is there some type of relativity to what's going on in life? Is this conversation that you're having right now with the individual going to steer you on the right path? Or is it putting blinders on your eyes? Are you just being entertained for them to not focus on the situations at hand? So let me get back to that point we were making about discerning the content of someone's character. If someone is all about entertainment, if someone is all about small talk, if someone pretty much just communicates talking about themselves, what would you classify their character as? What would be your discernment of the content of this person's character? This is what we truly have to start doing nowadays. We can't be over here looking at what someone wears, looking at what someone drives, looking at the quote unquote likes or subscribers someone has on their social media pages. It's like every time I hear an individual and they're referencing someone and they're just like, oh yeah, this person has 1 million subscribers on YouTube. They have 1 million subscribers on TikTok. You know, they have 1 million subscribers on Instagram. Okay, but what's the content of their character? What do they do? What do they talk about? Oh, I mean, this person they got a truck, dude. They got a Tesla. Okay, what's the content of their character? They they look at their Instagram. They're eating fancy foods. Okay, what's the content of their character? Uh, uh, Look at their last YouTube video. We got 30,000 views. Look at that. Okay, what's the content of their character? Uh, they and when it's to that point where individuals can't even answer the question of what the content of someone's character is, and all they do is identify the materialistic aspects of character, you got a question, fam. You truly have to question. Give me 1 second. I'm about to go turn this AC off right now. We back. Deal with me, family. If someone has 1 million subs on YouTube, they got 1 million followers on TikTok, 1 million followers on Instagram, and all they do is make dancing videos. All they do is have videos talking about, you know, what new clothes they have. All they do is talk about, you know, just worldly things. What is the content of their character? Can you discern the context of this individual and who they truly are? Build with me, family. If you can see this person and you can identify, and I ain't calling out any names, I'm just saying in general, if you see an individual out here in this world and you cannot identify the content of their character, given that, hey, social media has given us a platform to display the content of character, give and take. What is it that you gravitate to? Do you gravitate towards content of these characters who do nothing but just entertain you? Are you gravitating towards the content of these characters who do nothing to but just talk senselessly about Minecraft? Are you a person who engages in content from these characters who talk about drill music? What type of discernment do you have when you go on these platforms, when you click on YouTube videos, to be able to identify and really hone in to saying, what is the context that's being relayed right now? What is the substance? What's the importance of this message right now that's being transmitted? And let's just be real, time that you communicate via social media, via face-to-face, any type of information being shared, whether it's good or bad, hey, that you're having a conversation. That's communication. Amir said, I would say they are a very vain and surface level person, or act like animals in order to get views on social media. Woo! Amir building with me right now. I appreciate you, brother, because I thought I was the only person that was seeing this, man, where a lot of content creators had the character where it's just very surface level. And to say, when it gets to those deeper aspects of what's truly inside this individual, man, you start to see. And I'm gonna be real, I'm not always, in deep level conversations, man. From time to time, yeah, I'll engage. I'll ask you what the weather is. I'll ask you what your favorite color is. I'll a little bit about myself, rocking that faith and desire. But it gets to the point where, is there any importance? Is there any value? Is there any substance? Is there any connection with the way that you communicate to individuals, or is it all senseless? Is there a reason behind us even having a mouth? Is there a reason behind us having 2 ears? Is there a reason behind us having a brain? And when you think about this, you really have to use all of these aspects that we have, and to say that, why the Most High give us these tools to communicate nothing but foolishness? Why would he give us all of these tools to engage with nothing but entertaining aspects of life? And then to say that discernment is lacking in this day and age, where we truly, as I wouldn't even say I'm a part of this nation, but I live in the United States, and just to be able to bring it back in full circle, I'm seeing this presidential campaign, this Democratic Party, whatever they want to call it, Democratic concert party, and it's really having me look out at all of these people that come out and support. Do they truly have any type of inclination on characters that they're entertaining on these stages? Do they truly have any type of insight on the substance that these people are speaking about on stages? So that's what really, how can I say, concerns me. Not everyone has the ability to view someone's true character, even after seeing the content that they produce, even after hearing the message that they say. Not everyone has the discernment to be like, oh, that person is like that. If a person always just wants to entertain you, if a person just always wants to bring up small talk, do you think that this person is going to have any type of validity or value behind communicating? Yo, what it do, Hingwa? What's the word, my brother? Hey, appreciate you tapping in. Shalom, shalom. Man, we over just to recap. We over here talking about the content of character and being able to have discernment on, who's communicating to us and what message is being relayed and what is it that we truly should be receiving from even engaging and interacting with one another. And my brother Amir had pointed out that the art of conversating, the art of even having some type of intellectual or deep level communication, man, it's far and few between. We're over here communicating with people who have lackluster, quote unquote, content of character. And just being able to relay that to the social media aspect where we can see the content of someone's character. And if all someone does is display just entertainment, if they always just taking pictures of their food, they're showing you what are they called, those mukbangs, they're showing you the get ready with me videos, they're showing you every little aspect about their life, but does it truly have any importance? Does it truly have any substance? Does it have any meaning? And for me, family, it gets very annoying, it gets very frustrating when I just be like, why are you talking? What's the meaning behind the words that you're saying? What's the importance of this? What's the importance of video recording yourself, of you getting ready? Check it out. Someone came up to you and said, hey, can I show you something? Because this is what social media is. It's just people wanting to show you something, right? So, how many of you would accept communicating with someone who walks up to you and say, hey, can I show you something? Can I show you this of me getting ready for today? How many of you would entertain that and really not consider and have discernment on the content of this person's character? How many of you would be like questioning, well, how's this purposeful? What importance does this have for me? Why? Matter of fact, why are you even going around showing people this? What does it have to do with anything right now? We got things in the world as far as the problems with just the outrageous prices on food and all of this other stuff, and they're talking about wars, and there's literally jobs being replaced as we speak by technology. To say the last thing I want to see is a video of you getting ready for your day. The last thing I want to see is a video of you eating food. The last thing I want to see is a video of you talking about someone else and not bringing forth any solutions. So when you really truly look at the content of someone's character and you question the validity, the value of it, out here in this world, do people even have discernment to say, hey, I'm not about to entertain this. I'm gonna just keep it moving. Amir Carter said DNC is like a graduation concert. It's all about fun. And the RNC was all about Trump talking about himself, stroking his narcissistic ego. Man, hey, Amir. And so I don't watch the news heavily like that. But I seen snippets here and there, here and there. And to say my spirit definitely showed me exactly what you're talking about as far as the Democratic Party being like a concert for real. And then over here, you got Trump. Hey man, I got shot. I'm over here to do stuff for me. I'm over here. And it's like, look, family, are these people talking about any of the real issues that's taking place right now and talking about some type of substance and matter which will be able to help us put us in a better position in the future? Is the content of these characters diluted? Is the content of these characters something that we should be praising? Something that we should be adhering to? Something that we should be paying attention to? Because that's literally what's happening right now. We're paying them to display their character. And is this the character that should be upheld? Is this character that should be the modeled influence by getting into the presidential office? So, family, I ain't gonna make this one too long, but just wanted to come through and really have this conversation. Be wise out here. Have insight to be able to discern truly the content of someone's character. It's a useful tool to know that you can evade problems just by being around the right people who communicate insight to you. You can literally have someone come to you to bring you value in words and be able to cultivate an environment that is positive, peaceful, full of growth, full of abundance, full of love, full of connection, versus someone to you and the content of their characters null and void. The spirit, the substance of individuals diluted. I urge everyone to go out today, find at least one person, communicate to them, and try to discern the content of their character. And have a real conversation. Ask them what their purpose is. Ask them the meaning behind why they even speak. And you'll truly be enlightened even more. To say, family, I'm still growing. I'm still making sure, every day is a learning lesson. And I'm thankful. Every day I get to continue to put forth the implementation to become a better me, to hopefully influence, encourage, and motivate the people around me to be better as well. Man, whew, my spirit is running rampant, for real. I see Donald Trump with that spirit of covetousness, and I see Kamala Harris, that Democratic Party, even Barack Obama, I seen that spirit of fear on them. And that's why they try to masquerade it with so much fun. And that's what I see. You have these people who hide their character, don't communicate the real issues, and these are just byproducts. Once you start to see these people on stages, these are byproducts of the spirit that's running rampant out here. So you have, on one end, a group of people who are very fearful. So all they do is create content to try to make you laugh or entertain you because it's something inside that they just trying to escape from. And on the other end, you have the spirit of covetousness where all they do is talk about themselves. It's me, 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 me. You know, they talk about what they did yesterday. They talk about what food they ate. They talk about who their ops is. They talk about everything about themselves. And you're starting to see this content being produced by these characters. The question is, do you have discernment to be able to identify the content of someone's character? Says, if it was, everybody would be doing it. If it was easy, everybody would see that these so-called characters, you know, these Democratic parties, these politicians, what's the substance behind what they're communicating? What's the matter? What's the content character? Before anything, even if someone is very great at doing a job, even if someone has the ability to perform a task that no one else has done, even you could be the angel that has the greatest musical gift. Yeah, you could be the angel that's in charge of heavenly melodies. But what's the content of the character? Is it all about self? Is it fearing? Or is it having faith? Amir in here with me, man. I appreciate you, bro. You keeping me going, man. Says, what is this person's agenda? I always ask myself this question when I'm talking or listening to a person. Facts, same here. It's like, it's hard for me not to when I'm communicating, you know, inside my own brain. I'm asking myself these questions. Why is this person spreading this message? What's the intent? What's the goal? And what I come to notice, when you start asking these questions to these people who have these platforms where I guess you begin to chip away from that masquerade when you ask them, hey, what's your agenda? What's your purpose? Because then now that mask has come down, or they're gonna have to keep up that facade, their content of their character. And so it gets a little aggravated, gets a little frustrated. And not many people are willing to truthfully elaborate why they talk, why they do the things that they do, or even why they're here. And deep down inside, family, I have a very great inclination that everybody has some type of insight on why they're here. Everybody can truly speak on the context or the content of their character. given the opportunity, given that engagement that comes about, everybody should be able to. And for a person that cannot speak on why they're here, why they're communicating, why they behave in a certain way, family, hey, I hope you have two eyes wide open and two ears listening and a brain that can make some type of conscious calculations out here to know that if a person cannot tell you the content of their character or be able to elaborate who they are truthfully, who are you communicating with then? Amir said, I recently learned if you can't find or don't give you a clear agenda or purpose for them talking to you, run. They were sent from the devil. And I'm going to just say this with just sharing my experiences on this platform. Recently, I was able to connect with one of my brothers, Jamonte, CEO, founder of Peace and Poetry. And when I tell you guys, the connection was always there, you know, from us actually having conversations via social media. You know, we all elaborated our purpose, our intents, and I'm gonna be real. We don't always communicate, but when we do, it's just something there, you know. It's some substance. It's a matter. I really want to describe it the best way that I can, and all I really can do is go to the scriptures and say, where two or more are gathered, there I am in the presence. Hear me out, family. When two or more are gathered, here I am in presence. To say, if you're around people, if someone is around you, let's just be real. If the Most High ain't there, who is? And if you're gathering around people in your conversations, it's lacking that substance, lacking that inclination, lacking that overall matter of importance and value of just integrity, who's in the midst? What's in the midst? My brother Amir pretty much pointed out. If you can't find or if they don't give you a clear agenda, run. I was told, when two or more are gathered, there I am in the presence. There I am in the conversation. I'm in there. The Most High's in there, stirring it up, mixing it up. He's in the substance and the context of the characters that are communicating. So when I looked at the Democratic Party, when I looked at the show that was taking place, and it was a bunch of people there. But what I failed to see was God being there, the Most High being there. What I failed to see was substance, a foundation, an importance. Family, I hope that this message has been nonetheless edifying. I hope that, I was able to bring forth some insightful dialogue on having reference and being able to tap into comprehending the context of someone's character. And truly, I really want to be able to continue to build with like-minded individuals. You know, y'all willing. I'm gonna be doing a lot more on my channel as far as connecting and having these dialogues where, hey, hopefully, the Most High is always involved. So, when it comes to questioning the content of my character, and just know where I'm speaking from, and I'm definitely going to be more elaborative with my purpose out here. Because at the end of the day, family, it's almost that time. Yeah. If you over here being entertained, if you over here infused in a situation or in a community, society that fails at having those connections and deep conversations, that have you valuing the importance of communication, valuing the importance of actually being together, valuing the importance of having some type of clarity and mental stability and thought patterns and conversations. We're gonna be headed down a very long road if we don't acknowledge this stuff. And then I learned that from a recently overcoming covert narcissistic, and I seen the demon in the beginning and had my guard up. But when she talked about God, spiritual matters, quality, beauty, and flattery, I dropped my guard. And whew, that's what it be right there. When you have these people that try to cloak themselves. And in all honesty, the time for that fabric that they're cloaking themselves with, it's becoming overdue. Say that veil is slowly slipping off, when the Spirit is truly being poured out onto the people, and the ones that are in the alignment of having the same characteristics, hear me out, having similar characteristics, are going to be filled up, while the others, hey, let's just be real, they're going to be filled up too, but with what? All praises. Amir didn't get too deep with the person. I still escaped with no deep wounds, just some scratches. Man, you really got to be aware, because warfare is at an all-time high. You can't just be having anybody communicate to you, because you never truly comprehend the content of someone's character unless you ask. There's a lot of witchcraft. Keep it real. And there's a lot of divination going on. There's a lot of people casting spells, and communication, speaking is spell work. Whenever you see some type of metaphorical correlation to witchcraft or the overall dealing in spirituality and just, how can I say, man, the aspect of magic, it's literally people just talking, chanting. Identify these characters to comprehend the substance, the matter behind why they're communicating. Some of these people out here are deep into the occult, but try to make a facade as though they are Bible believers. Some of these people out here are in fraternities and sororities, but we still talk about God. Some of these people out here will create content, doing nothing but entertaining you, but still trying to cloak themselves in the righteousness of the Most High. To say, if I know anything right now, my Father who is in heaven, he is not sitting back sending people to entertain us. No, not at all. This is not the time to be soaked up with entertainment. This is not the time to be over having conversations about small talk. Nope. Sorry to say, we have to reach a higher level of communication during this time, and there is a spiritual war at hand where you really see the fluttering, the disconnect, the it's like a glitch. More so, man, it's gonna come to me. The word I'm looking for, the glitch. There's beginning to be that veil slipping off slowly until it's gonna be ripped off. Really see people for who they are. Talking about all she did was copy me, watch the way I moved, and disguise herself as an angel of light. This Bible is real. She did not dress or act like a modern woman either. I asked her several times what God you serve, and she could never answer the question. Hey. Hallelujah. Total Rabbi Yeshua. I be getting on here proudly. I be getting on here truly expressing. There's no interpretation. There's no conversation left for doubt of truly what I'm trying to express. And when you have individuals who do have that content of their character, take that in consideration, because we are living in a time right now where people would rather be entertained than educated. People would rather be sitting up here hooping and hollering, dancing and singing, while there's literally a war going on. There's the ship is on fire right now, and no one's stopping and saying, hey, let's figure out how we can put this fire out. Not only put this fire out, but how did this fire start in the first place? Let's figure out the solution to not have this fire start. We're literally living in a world right now where they're talking about supporting people who don't even know if they're a man or a woman. Do you think the Most High is in part of that communication process where a person is talking about they don't even know what they identify as? So as an individual who comes in this world, you would think we have the insight, we have the knowledge, we have the ability to walk forward, to be able to communicate who we are. But even on the physical level, people can't even look in the mirror and communicate who they are. Very scary. Imagine this. Imagine myself behind the artist, and I'm over here getting on this platform and I'm over here identifying as, let's just say, a lion. If I communicate guys and I'm telling you guys, hey, yeah, I'm a lion, you know, I identify as the lion. Would you guys have any insight to question me? To say, Lee, well, you're obviously not a lion because that's a lion. You don't even look like a lion. And for the people that entertain me to say, yeah, Lee, you are, yeah, I support you for being a lion, Lee. Do you think that the Most High is involved in that conversation? Do you think that the Most High is in the midst? To say, if I'm around somebody and they're talking about, yeah, my pronouns is she, they, and them, and I look at this person, and they obviously have an XY chromosome, and I'm looking at this person, I'm looking at one person, hear me out. And they're telling me that they identify as another gender and also as two individuals. And if I say that I support that, do you think that any intellectual being, any reverence of the Most High is bestowed upon me? Because I was told when two or three are gathered together in my name, there I am in the midst. There's going to be some substance. There's going to be some matter. There's going to be some value. There's going to be some importance. There's going to be some enlightenment. There's going to be some patience that's going to take place that makes sense. Wouldn't you believe? Why would the Most High come in the midst of something and create confusion? Who does that? To say, if you have someone whose content of character is always to come in and create confusion, is to create some type of disconnect, is to create some type of unhinged reality. What's going to be the outcome of that? Hey, I am Frequency. I see you in the building. Yeah. Talking about great rage, brother. Hey, you see him in the back. They say it stopped raining. The clouds starting to clear up some. You know, the sun is definitely shining through. You feel me? Whew. Amir, go ahead and say it. Confusion is of the devil. If you communicate to somebody and after you're done communicating with them, you're just confused. If you over here watching this Democratic Party or whatever they call it, the political realm of things, and honestly, I'm so confused at what's going on. Like, who are these characters? Is the Most High really involved? They always tell us, one nation under God. Under what God? Come on, man. And I wanted to come through today, family, and share my sentiments on this because this has been something I've been dealing with, especially within my workplace, with you know, in the community, just even on social media as well. Being able to identify the content of someone's character and really making discernments, making righteous judgments to say, are these connections, is this something that I should be entertaining? Is this something that I should be letting pour into me? Because at the end of the day, family, where two or more are gathered, you would think that the Most High were there. But to say, if you're not questioning the content of these individual characters that you're meeting with, or that's pouring into you, to say, hey, where two or more are gathered, is it always the Most High that's there? Will there always be some type of intellectual, deep connections? And if two or three or more are gathered, and there's nothing but confusion, what's taking place? Greatness, greatness. Amen. Iron Frequency said, that's exactly what they characters used to deceive us. Amir said, same here, Lee. Dealing with these demons at the workplace, I have to be on point every time I step foot in the building. Facts. Facts, bro. And it gets to that point, bro, where I just want to take a deep breath, man. And hey, truthfully, man, I honestly don't say everything that comes to my mind, because I know the power of words. And what's that saying? You can't handle the truth. Hey, it's like when you start telling people the truth, honestly, how many people can handle it? If you over here telling that man that identifies as she, they, and them, that hey, they're only one person, and I'm sorry to tell you, but dude, got an X and a Y chromosome, and you were born as a man, so hey, you're a man. You possibly want it to be a woman, but that's not the reality right now. And even communicating as simple as that can stir up a lot of aggravation, frustration. And this brings me to that point of discerning and having some type of ability to really have insight on the content of someone's character. If you tell somebody the truth about themselves and they're getting upset, truly, what's in them? Amir said, through my experience with that narc, it really made me realize that the devil will go at any lengths to take you down in your life. Man, family. She came as everything I desired, no joke. All right, I guess this testimony of Amir and myself right now, because we obviously going through something similar, and so let me just share with you, brother. I'm dealing with something at the workplace right now where, hey, I thought I was coming into a situation to help, and obviously, me still being out here working, I need something too. I definitely can't work for free. You feel me? So when it comes to me actually having a 9 to 5, you would expect anyone who has a 9 to 5 to be compensated for their work. And I've always had some means of finding work. I've always been an individual where my character, the content of my character always spoke for me. it got to a place where, I work with kiddos who have developmental delays. And one of the things that I do is I implement programs to pretty much help them behave appropriately in social environments, learning environments, and being able to teach them, not just through the rigmarole of sitting down at a desk, but through modeling the behavior. And Amir, I was brought on to this new job that I literally thought this was everything that I was praying for. You know, they gave me the title, they gave me the freedom, they gave me the ability to be able to create and engage with the kiddos how to. Always test the content of someone's character. I'm asking questions. And as I'm saying, what's the purpose of this? What's the purpose of that? Wait, why is this important right now? Wait, why is this, hold on. As I began to start asking questions, say that the Most High is not the author of confusion. Why is there confusion taking place when I began questioning? Family questioned me, and I pray and I hope that there's nothing but conclusions, nothing but solution. Man, and to me, it's everything I desire. Honestly, I feel so blessed that I don't really have to deal with the gender confused people where I'm from. It's way more conservative. Yeah. It is what it is this damn time. If y'all was tapped into the other live yesterday, just know that I'm amazed by the grace of the Most High that He's bestowed upon myself and just even the overall world, man. Say, carnally thinking, if anybody else is put in the position that our Heavenly Father is put in and see the state of the world right now and really being able to sit back and see the characters that's on the earth. I was telling them yesterday, man, it'll be a quick fix to say that the grace that I would have would be very small, but for the Most High, hey, knowledge beyond, love beyond, integrity beyond, to still be able to give us grace, to still have a character, and to be able to model what it means to truly love. I'm thankful that I can see. I'm thankful that I can hear. I'm thankful that I do have a relationship. I'm thankful that when I do communicate with my brothers and sisters, and when we have that communication process in the physical, hey, I definitely be feeling the presence. I definitely feel substance there. The matter behind us conversating. There's an importance, there's a value behind me actually communicating to my brothers and sisters. I feel like losing that. And that was something that always helped us get through any time. Look at the world right now. And once they stop really truly communicating on the important aspects in this world, guess what you'll have? fear, chaos, depression, anxiety, autism, obesity, mental illness, physical illness, plagues. What's next? Hopefully it's the Most High grace. Hopefully. Amir said, living in America in a very liberal state has made me stronger believer and a stronger warrior in Christ in this broken society. Hey, thanking the Most High for these trials and tribulations, most definitely. And man, I told y'all I wasn't gonna make it long. I'm already an hour. I want some change in there, man, but hopefully the message was felt. Hopefully there was some substance behind this, and I'll be able to build with you on matter and importance and the value behind understanding and discerning the content of someone's character. And hopefully I was able to display a little bit of content of my character. And I'm just thankful to still be smiling, still be out here having some reverence of peace in my life. And hey, if I really told y'all, family, if I really, I'm being very kosher right now, because hey, this is social media. But man, we really have to start paying attention to the content of people's characters that's around us, because the Most High is not the author of confusion. Until next time.